So what did you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same damn time. It's all a setup so they can pin it on Edgeworth, calling it. Oh my lord, she is so fine. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes, says the beautiful Lana Sky. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I just melt. I just become a puddle on the floor. Ooh. Good morning, Miss Guy, I say from the floor. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. I mean, I wouldn't. I'd last about 13 seconds. I mean, what? We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, you whore! I'm just kidding. She's a... How'd it go? Oh, is that Mr. Wright suspects? The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. You what?! A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder. They wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky? Hmm? We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Oh my gosh, she's so fine. Blood-stained fingerprints. Exactly. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to, Mr. Wright. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. 10 a.m. Quorum no 9. The car's going wild already. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is... What? I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yeah, the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? It isn't. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. Shit. You know what they're gonna say? I know exactly what they're gonna say. I'm calling it now. Put money on it. I'll put $5 on it. Because Edgeworth was in the evidence room, they're gonna say that he stabbed him in the evidence room, stuffed him in the trunk, forgot I don't know. I thought I had it, but I don't really have it. I was gonna say maybe they stuffed him in the trunk and then he got... But why would he go to the high prosecutor's office with a dead-ass body in his car? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Today I will present evidence related to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. Emma, can you please stop salivating? Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be a admirable trait. Very well, the trial resumed. I know I've been drooling over Lana, but she's over here drooling over Edgeworth. Stop drooling. I stopped. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls Jake Marshall, the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Yes, that's right. Crowd love. Oh boy. They're getting wild as I get go. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Oh god, I have to yell. Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be... No, you idiot! That would be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. He's the best fall guy anyone could ask for. Holy shit. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir! Actually, what would I hear from you is, sir, I'm what you call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault them for lack of enthusiasm. No, you can't, Emma. You can't at all. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to the guard evidence. I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I don't remember that. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. And you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. So we're just going to press him on everything, I guess, because I don't really see any major faults. So that's what I always do, so... Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes. Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I love when he does this little chin stroke thing. He looks adorable. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. Gumshoe is Chief of Detectives? I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why I went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right now around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see, huh? Put the number 4989596. It's shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see, so it was during that second time when... Yes, sir, that was when I spotted that man on the security screen. So you were attacked. Could you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir, a knife! Did you come and pull a knife on you? What happened then? Oh, shit. He didn't pull the knife, he had the evidence knife. That's what happened. Well, with me charging in like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash in my right hand. Maybe if you just kept cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched the knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. What? I see. Next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in the sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew, yes, he punched me right in the face. That's funny. Well, what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain! That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. I came around now. I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we're gonna all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remained unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Master Meekins? With regard to that, sir. Look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Grant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief? Delivered it? What is that? Videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from a security camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told that it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. It's like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well done, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. Video of the real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? I don't know. I'm scared. Oh God. That is disturbing. Why is it at dick level? Why is that the camera on the roof? Or on the top of the wall? That thing is so disturbing. It didn't look at all like Neekins won the fight. Where'd he go? What the fuck was that? Why is the camera at dick level and why does it go back and forth like a fucking fan? Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with this unsettling feeling stirred within us? What the hell was that wiggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's a blue badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Yes, well anyway. The tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room and some sort of, activity to take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. Okay. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. It must be him! No one else could have unlocked it! What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that the locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. These lockers, yeah. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have had to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The offense may begin examination. Contradictions, okay. Was there any contradictions? I don't think so. That's clear. There's no question. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face! Sir! If I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this. Are you retarded? I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust the knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. That's right. Let's check the court record again. Of course. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out. Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us what this contradiction you speak of. Yes, you can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, and pause. So good luck. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. Oh, I'm going to play it a million times. Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction? Well, you see... Hey, hold on. What is that? It was already unlocked? Take that! The thing that's strange about this video is got to be this. Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. Do you mean me, sir? As I understand, the lock apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. The locker was already unlocked. I still don't understand why the camera's dick level, I really don't. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind a little earlier. He has gloves! Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit! Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. His pants were too short. Did you get? Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. It's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh, well, just goes to show you how novices should keep their mouth shut. Tell them, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor. Something jammed the sensor, say? There's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in the footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked, right, Mr. Wright? Please, cool. Got it.
Take that!
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh, you're gonna make me watch it? Come on now. I just watched it. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. What, sir? It's out of my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out in great distances when I open my car door, sir. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Oh, come on. The white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times I get stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there might just have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean... Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was an insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
Take that!
I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that reads SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so, sir. Order, order, order. So we are to believe that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Not being misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. That victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. This is a joke. Very well, begin your testimony. There's one other thing that proves this man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the witness room, one must use their ID card. When the ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective used his card. But you can lose cards. I have an ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID card used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yeah, so without a doubt this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why are there so few people using this room? Ooh, you got it there, Judge. This particular evidence room is only used for storing special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Yes, let's... Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir, he didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Right, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. Think too hard about it. Come on, let's show him what we got. Oh.
Objection!
Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. Found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. Very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability, bitch. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. That's right. Yes, indeed. Order, order. So now, what does this all mean? It means we kill ourselves. It means only one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not a Detective Goodman. Rather, the man who stole his ID card. Oh yes. Does this prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:50 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There were two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim had lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. That being the case, you must inevitably arrive at the single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. There's something wrong, Mr. Wright. Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going down well. Ah, shit. He's doing the finger wave. Finger wave. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gotten to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime can only take place at one location, the underground parking. Shit. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. Fuck. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah, shit. Fuck. He pinned that tail on the donkey, didn't he? I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap. And the activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something else or else Lana won't sit on my face? Nope, we're objecting. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not, but I am. I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Okay. What? However, it cannot be said that is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This might just be my chance. It might be time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. Ugh. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well, Mother Miss Wright. This person who you'd have testify. What is his or her name? It is... Lana Sky!
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Ezra know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. Prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Ugh. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. The court is now in recess. I'm scared. Mommy! God damn, she found us out. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? I mean, if you were to pin me down... I mean, what? Let me take a seat. Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. Seems you figured out everything. I have. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his You did call my dick. I mean, what? How can you be so cold? Can't you trust us? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Gumshoe. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. Bye, Gumshoe. Wait, Detective Gumshoe! What is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective wander all around while on duty. On top of it all, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey! 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 I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Please stop. You mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name. You what? When I'm making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me my SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. You might do well to read them. I can't believe you. The chief prosecutor were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Yeah, now she's fine. Piles for the Joe Dark killing. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Oh, what? Now that I bought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name is in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This is a line incident. Is that? That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. Joe Dark? No. No, Lana. That's over with. No! Did she just collapse? Oh, she ran away. Emma, wait! You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in these cases is connected to these killings 2 years ago. This can't be a just coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. To be continued.